Hi, Morgan. President Biden is currently debriefing his team before addressing heads of state from the European Union. This after a morning filled with emergency summits with NATO and the G7 focused on the war in Ukraine, whose president, Volodymyr Zelensky, delivered an impassioned plea to transatlantic leaders to better arm Ukraine with their planes, their tanks, and their missiles.
You can give us just 1% of all your airplanes, just 1% of your tanks. We cannot simply buy it. Such shipment depends on NATO decisions, political decisions, volley fire systems, anti-ship weapons, air defense systems. How can we survive this war without such equipment?
As the war enters its second month, allies are increasingly concerned that Russia will resort to using weapons of mass destruction. The White House is currently contingency planning for that possibility with its so-called Tiger Team over the next several months. NATO's Secretary General did not confirm the use of phosphorus bombs in Ukraine by Russia, but said the alliance is equipping Ukraine to detect and protect against chemical attacks and to handle any possible contamination. This as they try to cut off funding for the war. World leaders are taking collective action to keep Russia from evading those punishing sanctions. G7 nations restricting Russian transactions using gold. A senior administration official estimating Russia's central bank held more than $100 billion in gold and was using it to prop up the ruble. Leaders will also discuss Europe's energy outlook, with Europe still buying energy from Russia, but there are skeptics on accelerating any move away from Russian energy. Germany's Chancellor Olaf Scholz said just yesterday stopping the purchase of Russian energy would cause a recession. Morgan?
It's definitely a key part of this broader conversation, Kayla, which brings me to my question to you. We're starting to see headlines that the EU is set to receive LNG shipments from the U.S. under plans that are being finalized. Is the expectation that we're going to hear more about that over the next 24 hours and that it is, in fact, going to become a reality?
Well, that is what we're expecting to happen tomorrow morning, Morgan. The president of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, is set to meet with President Biden tomorrow. We've been told by the White House that any potential LNG announcement would come in the wake of that meeting. Von der Leyen has said for her part that she wants the U.S. to commit to shoring up Europe's natural gas supply for the next 2 winters. Of course, Europe had been getting the majority of its gas from Russia. As they try to build up their storage supply, they need Russian gas to fill up some of those reserves. Unclear what would happen over the next course of these 2 winters if they did not have that.